accepted.
The team working on the core hotkey layout have discovered the fastest Larva inject method to date, which we have named the rapid-fire inject. Rather than bore you with the details, first, here's what it looks like when injecting every base on Whirlwind. Did you miss it? Here it is again in normal speed. For the sake of accuracy, we're going to jump out of Blizzard time and into the time we use in real life. The rapid-fire inject took 1.07 seconds to inject 16 hatcheries, giving us 0.07 seconds per hatchery. Let's take a look at the speed of a more conventional method. Here's Jaedong in the WCS Season 2 Finals versus Bomber injecting 3 hatcheries. Although it looks very fast, it does take 1.2 seconds total, giving us 0.4 seconds per hatchery, which is more than 5 times slower than the rapid-fire inject. To do this method, you must have a keyboard that can repeat multiple keys. To test this, open up a text editor and press 2 keys at the same exact time. If you see this, then your keyboard is compatible with rapid-fire injects. If you see this, then your keyboard is not compatible with rapid-fire injects. Make sure to try it many times, as it takes a little time to learn how to press both keys at the same time consistently. Once you have your rapid-fire inject compatible keyboard, head over to Hotkeys. Go to Global, Unit Management, and bind Choosability or AI Target to the same key as Inject. Be sure to use the secondary binding option, as you don't want to replace the left mouse button. Then go to Camera and bind Base Camera to a key that you can press at the same time as Inject. Next, put all of your injecting queens into a single control group. Whenever you want to inject, select that control group and press your Inject and Base Camera hotkeys at the same time while hovering your mouse over the center of the screen where the hatchery is. Your inject is done, and you can get back to more important things. But what happens when you have more hatcheries than queens, like when you build a macro hatch or when one of your queens dies? The short answer is that the result does not change. Each queen will inject the hatchery closest to them. The long answer takes a little bit of explanation. Here we have 6 bases, 3 with queens, 3 without. To understand what's happening, we can look at this one command at a time. First, the base camera takes us to a base. Then the inject command brings up the inject targeting mode. Next, the base camera is activated again and we go to a new base, but this time we're already in targeting mode, so our choosability or AI target is activated when we press the key and an inject takes place. Then this is repeated, base camera inject, base camera choose target, etc., until we run into a hatchery that is already being injected. This time we get an error message and stay in targeting mode. When we go to the next base, where we would normally be selecting inject, we're already in targeting mode and choose that hatchery as our target when we press the key. The question remains, why aren't all 6 hatcheries being injected? It's true that inject commands are going out to all of the hatcheries during this inject. The reason why not all of them get injected is because a queen cannot receive additional commands while the inject animation is happening. So, as long as the time it takes to issue inject commands to all hatcheries is less than the inject animation of the queen, only the hatcheries closest to the queens will be injected. It's important to note that this is not an easy inject method. It will take time to develop the 2 skills necessary for this inject. First, you must learn to consistently press your inject and base camera keys at the same exact time. Second, you have to internalize the timing when injecting with queenless hatcheries. If you hold the keys down for too long, you will inject all of the hatcheries. Too short, and you will not inject all the hatcheries that you want to. However, if you do take the time to develop these skills, there is no faster or more accurate way to inject larvae that we know of. Not only will you gain these advantages, but you will also avoid all the disadvantages of every other inject method used currently. My name is Jack Attack, and as always, thanks for watching. If you have an idea for a video you'd like us to do, just leave it with any questions, comments, criticisms, concerns, or anything beginning with letter C in the comments section below, and we'll see you again soon.